You go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on? What's going on?
Uh, a lot here and there, a little bit everywhere. We got something I know. I showed you like just a little clip of what it was, and I know it blew your mind. Makes you even more hyped to buy the game, and that is Sony yesterday, I believe, announced the pre-order bonus for Marvel's. Let me get the actual name because again, I'm not too familiar. Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what they showed was the pre-order bonus, which is one of the suits that is tied to Miles Morales, possibly his most popular suit, and that is the suit that he wore in Enter the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But not only did they take the design, which at this point is iconic for him, they also took the slower frame rate and they showed it off in game. And not only did they do that, they also added the comic sound effects so that they show up in the world when you hit the enemies.
Cool.
So they put in tons of work. Honestly, this game is starting to look like already to be most people's game of the year. I'm just saying, like from
good.
what is being consistently shown, it's just looking better and better and better.
Yeah.
So
that spider suit looks dope. I kind of want the hoodie and the sneakers one.
And what's that from?
The Spider-Verse. You remember in the beginning he has the Nike Jordan sneakers and shit. I kind of want that suit with the shorts and the hoodie on with the spider suit on.
Yes.
I kind of want that. That's just me. I just want that just because I think that's more iconic than the just the black suit because he actually that was the promo was with that suit that he was learning how to stand on the wall and he breaks off and then you see the Nikes and shit. So, but then again, he had to get the rights for Nikes and all that shit too.
Okay. Well, all controversy aside, I'm not too attached to that one.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Either way, it's probably going to be unlockable because this one they actually confirmed is not some type of gated piece of content.
Yeah.
It's pre-ordering gets you the suit early.
Yeah. So
not the only way to get the suit there because the community manager confirmed that you can actually unlock it in game later. So with that said, I bet you the one you're talking about in some way, shape, or form might be represented. Yes, he might not have the little swooshes on his sneakers, but they probably represented in there. Right?
Yeah, I think I have a feeling it would be in because you'd be surprised how much because even the regular Spider-Man game, there was a lot of cool suits. The only one that did not show up because of the content and storyline was the alien suit, the Symbiote, because that's everyone's favorite. That's one of my favorite suits. But it had like a cool Ben Reilly. It had the Spider Punk. It had a naked one that he was in Spider-Man underwear. They had the Empire University. Spider-Man, they had Bagman, they had Ghost Rider, they had like the Spirit of Ghost Rider Spider-Man, they had 2099, they had a lot of shit. So there was a lot of things on there. So them adding the suits is all cool. It's something that was part of the first game, and I actually think the first game did some cool animations with that too because you had the Spider-Man. Peter Parker from Into the Spider-Verse in part of the last DLC of Spider-Man that you were able to unlock that suit and play as it, and also the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit as well. So it actually had the animation. It didn't have the slow down animation, but it had the animation, kind of like the comic book Spider-Man in the game as well. That he was cartoony and he actually kind of it looked like a comic book character, a comic book drawing.
Oh, so it was actually drawn in the comic style?
Yeah, they had a suit like that in the first game.
In the world, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it stood out. It looked pretty cool. So I'm on board with that. I'm actually that'll probably be the first game I buy for the PS5 anyway, because they are gonna start taking them out soon. Taking out your account soon. So be prepared.
I've heard some people who like obviously higher up on the chain, shall we say?
Yeah.
Talking about they're getting their emails and stuff now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already seen influencers and big YouTubers and big Twitchers start to get theirs.
Yeah.
So I know not everything is open to talk about because I
Yeah,
also
I think their embargo is next week.
because Giant Bomb had their reveals, and so this week was a bunch of people going crazy over the size because it's actually really big, which is
Yeah,
funny. Um, and the other cool thing, though, before I get too far off topic, is about the suit. Is that I saw that people were bugging out about how the motion.
yeah,
Some people, and this is just the thing in life. Some people can't uh work for everybody because things like that can make you nauseous. So
yeah.
they also confirmed that that uh the frame rate is also a special effect on the suit. So
Okay,
you can turn it off, which
okay.
means you can just wear the suit. So if the again, that's a different level of detail that they're going through to put work in like that for that whole character. That so if that's the lengths they're willing to go through,
Yeah,
I would like to just think about the crazy things that they could do with the powers for all the suits in this game.
I just sent you a picture to check out. That's the comic book suit I was telling you about.
Yeah. Okay.
That looks like a animation kind of style.
Yeah. It looks like somebody just drew him on a real life picture.
Yeah,
So that's really dope. But if they're willing to go through those links for the costumes, I can't wait to see what else they put in that game.
yeah. I saw kind of the DJ Spider-Man one, which looked pretty interesting. The white one was okay. I honestly didn't care about the white one they had. Um, but again, there's probably a lot of them unlocking. They usually probably had like the backpacks and, but they probably have like a bunch of things to collect to unlock these things. So basically, you'll see the
Oh,
list of
yeah,
masks.
yeah. And I'm sure. I wonder though, because they showed him off. Do you think there's different costumes for Bodega Cat?
Maybe he'll have like a different mask when you wear a different mask.
Because that would be cool. That would be a cool little
Yeah,
detail.
unless the Spider-Man mask is his main mask, the regular Spider-Man
Yeah,
mask.
true that. True that.
Well, it depends. I wouldn't mind it. I would like the extra detail would be cool. I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to that game. I can't wait for it. It's exciting. It's 2 weeks away.
This is true.
The following Monday. It's following Wednesday.
So let's see. I know there's that. What else is coming out like the day of the system?
Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Okay, gotcha.
Yakuza Like a Dragon. There's a lot of games, but the only two that actually have my attention is Spider-Man and Yakuza Like a Dragon. Cyberpunk got delayed one more month, so that's not coming out to December, which I'm actually perfectly fine with because I had Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Yakuza Like a Dragon to play. So it's like, good, give me some space. And yeah, so I'm actually fine with that. But I'm not too sure about. Honestly, I could tell you not. I cannot tell you another title that's a launch title for PS5. Maybe Sackboy. I think Sackboy is one.
Okay, I
I
can
cannot
just
tell you.
into those. I'm not. I don't want to say too much freedom for me, but I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
not for me, man.
yeah,
I love seeing what people come up with, though.
yeah. But I'm excited for Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm interested in seeing where the story takes off and where it goes.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
hoping we get
before we go too far,
teased.
Mark,
Yeah.
before we go too far, Mark, I have the list now.
Okay.
So, if you want the full list, um, so wait, yeah, okay. So they have it split up so that it's easier to read because they have it split up to from first and third. First party, Astro's Playroom, and I believe that comes with the system.
Yeah, it's a launch. It launches with the system.
Which I've actually heard really good things about that. So,
Yeah, me too.
Demon Souls, which I thought it was gonna be a little later, but it's actually day one, which is goddamn. Um, so Spider-Man Remastered, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Sackboy Big Adventure. So that's all first party.
Okay.
Then everything else that's third. But here's the thing: that when it comes to these games, I'm looking through this list, and 99% of them are all remastered. You know, the enhanced
Yeah.
versions of the games. They're not originals.
Oh,
Assassin's Creed,
Bug Snacks was one too.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Borderlands, and see that's the other thing. is that even this is IGN, so they're top of the top when it comes to having everything down. There's a lot of information that's still not complete about these, so maybe some of these might not even be.
Yeah.
I don't know the resolution, the frame rate of Bugsnax. Come on, y'all, do better. So Borderlands 3, Bugsnax, excuse me, Black Ops Cold War, but even they say that's the 13th. Devil May Cry Special Edition 5, excuse me. Destiny 2, Beyond Light, Dirt 5, Fortnite, Godfall, which that's an original title. Just Dance 2021, Maneater, which I do believe that's an original. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, NBA 2K21, No Man's Sky, Observer System Redux, Planet Coaster Console Edition, The Pathless, Warhammer Chaos Bane, Slayer Edition. Jesus, all right, guys. And Watch Dogs Legion,
which just came out right this week.
Yeah, the standard current. I mean, listen, you can't even really say current, can you? Because like in a week, it's not even it. Man, listen. But yeah, Watch Dogs Legion is out. I actually got to see like an hour of somebody playing the game. It looks funny, as in like the animations and stuff, the things they do, the way you have like takedowns with a wrench for some reason, it just looks hilarious.
Yeah.
But it looks like one of those open world games that I would just not finish it because I would probably get bored or just get lost trying to do every side thing because the story doesn't look like it's gripping.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I feel about that. I don't know. Kind of disappointed because Watch Dogs 2 was a cool ass game.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it, to be honest. I tried. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I like the way they did the story in that game with the different hacker types, the hacker tropes.
Yeah.
And the characters they chose to be like in the leagues and stuff. Like it was pretty good. Yeah. It was pretty good with all that, but it's them open world games, man. It's too much stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's
easy. That's what I'm feeling with Mafia 3 now, because I'm still trying to finish that, and still more shit to unlock. I'm like, ah! Let me just kill the last guy. That's all I want to do. Just kill him.
Where's the cheat codes at?
Right? I missed the GTA cheat codes, but yeah, I'm still on Mafia 3 because of that. But yeah, I have the PS5 pre-ordered, and I should be getting a confirmation soon. So I have to make sure my money's intact and then get it. I already pre-ordered.
They do have the list too for the collection games that are at launch.
The collection games are Spider-Man. The Spider-Man Miles Morales is a complete edition, which is that's the $69.99 one that comes with the remastered Spider-Man.
No, I'm talking about they announced the service.
Oh,
so they have a list of the games that are going to be on the service called PlayStation Plus Collection.
Yeah, they did.
So because I know people were. I myself also was interested in just what exactly is going to be on the list and why should you care about this thing? Because like, regardless if you have a PlayStation Plus subscription, this will become a part of it. It will just be there for PlayStation 5 to play some games that are from PS4. But it still looks like the list should be like 3 times as long.
Yeah.
I'm man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just quickly run them down because there's not too much information besides just the names of the game. Battlefield 1, Batman Arkham Knight, Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, God of War, Infamous Second Son, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat 10, Persona 5, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil 7, The Last of Us Remastered, The Last Guardian, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Until Dawn. And that's not that many games.
No, it's not. But I don't think it's an extra charge. I think it's you joining PS Plus, you have access to those games.
Yeah, they have not announced an additional fee.
Yeah,
so like I said, it will roll in with you if you have Plus.
That's not bad. Like if you really think about it, if you can't afford to buy a game right now and all you have is the PS Plus, you could get a couple games on there, even if it's the last gen, to be fully upgraded to play on your system. It's not bad.
True. It's
So
better than zero.
it's better than nothing, especially because the Xbox Game Pass, they're giving you everything. So it's like you gotta give them something.
Yeah, no. I still think they got a little bit of work to do
Yeah.
on the some type of really exclusive, worthwhile upgrades to PlayStation Plus, because it's kind of just, hey, here's a free game that you're gonna download, never gonna play because you didn't play it the first.
Well, you ain't gonna download because
It's like, listen, if you didn't play God of War when it came out, man, what is you doing? You're probably not gonna play it now.
I am actually, honestly, it would give me encouragement to play it again. So I'm actually, all right, yeah, I'll play on there.
I will say, the one benefit I can see, which is kind of an unfortunate benefit, just of how the last generation panned out, but hey, at least now, finally, right? Finally, after all this time, this is the generation of consoles that is promising 60 frames per second. So,
Yeah.
with that said, at least you will get, hopefully, right? Because you can't put these games on the list and not have them run at 60. If you put God of War on this list and it runs at 30, I'm gonna be so mad because I know that game looks smooth as silk if you put it in 60.
Yeah.
Those kills will look too good.
Yeah.
You might have to make the rating AO. I'm just saying. Come on.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Again, Miles Morales would probably be my first focus on that system. That'll be the first game I'm playing.
Scott Steiner.
Yeah, Scott Steiner don't want a PS5. That's why he's a Atari person.
Yep.
He's an Atari person for fat asses. Anyway, yeah, Miles, I'm looking forward to the most. Because Like a Dragon, I was gonna buy on PS4 anyway, so you get the automatic upgrade to it. So I'm definitely getting that as well. And then Cyberpunk. Those are like the three games I was looking forward to anyway. Nothing really else kind of like took my attention. Maybe Ratchet and Clank, but I know that's not a launch title, so that might be a few months off. I love the Ratchet and Clank game, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just Hasbro just took a lot of money. I did a big pre-order. They did a Friday, a Power Ranger Friday, this Friday, and they announced the two monsters, Andros and Astronema, Sky, and the A Squad Blue Ranger, all for pre-order. Yes, so I pre-order all of them, and for Tommy.
Yes, I see. I mean, listen, they're all high quality. And it's just like, again, I think somebody's listening to the show because these are very specific. I'm just saying.
I've been calling out for the Andros and Astronema for a while. The Sky and SWAT A surprised me because I wanted Sky no matter what. Like Sky was one I wanted. The Blue Ranger, he was probably on my top list of the Blue Rangers I wanted. But to have the A-Team SWAT, I kind of want the rest of the A-Team now.
I agree.
Yeah, and I want to finish SPD. So I think the next wave is gonna have SPD Pink. So hopefully yellow and green comes down the road too.
I can't wait because it seems like at this point they'll probably have every person from every show. So whatever.
Hopefully they keep it going. There was a lot of news with Power Rangers as well. They did announce the movie. They found a director for their movie, and they kind of they're looking to cast this chick from Stranger Things, the girl that played 11.
Not familiar. Sorry.
Okay. She's on their list of cast for the Red Ranger.
I mean, listen. Hey, do you have faith in her?
I think she's a good actress, and I'm all fine with female Red Ranger. We never had one, so we had one, but technically she wasn't a full Ranger because she was only a Red Ranger for like one episode. Other than that, like we never actually had a female Red, so I'm actually fine with a female Red lead if they do the story right. All I want is a good story, but they did announce the new movie coming out and that the TV show is gonna connect to the movies, kind of like a MCU kind of universe thing, and the animation is gonna come out soon as well.
Okay. Okay.
So they announced a lot of stuff with that. I'm excited. They also announced the Dino Charge new season coming soon as well. So there's a lot of things. Power Rangers coming out. Like Power Rangers going strong right now. And yeah, and then they're taking all my money.
Now, now that let's just put it this way. Now that the Power Rangers are in control,
Yeah.
they are morphing and rolling out on your bank account. So
Yeah.
deal with it, man. This is
Yeah.
what you wanted. This is the future you wanted.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
Right.
Hopefully, hopefully they do a good job. Like I really want good Power Ranger movies, and I will like more of an adult take, especially because of the Boom comic books and them being so good. The people that are writing the actual live action movie are the people from the Boom Studio Comics, so I'm actually a little more excited about that.
Okay.
So it could be a really good thing if done right.
I mean, I hope it's at least comparable to the run of comics they've had lately. So
Yes. On sad news, Sean Connery passed away.
yeah, I saw. And I think they said he was 90 years old.
Yeah, he had a long life. He lived a good life.
And I believe they said he passed in his sleep. So hey, he wasn't suffering.
Yeah, that's good.
Condolences to his family. You know how it is. But because he was a world-renowned actor, so we definitely have seen some of his work. So
Yes.
for the show this week, I wanted to ask you, Merk, do you or don't you have a favorite Sean Connery movie?
I think he was my favorite Bond.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I liked all his Bond movies. I thought he was my favorite. When I thought James Bond, I always thought of him. The Rock. The Rock is a really good movie with Nicolas Cage. That was a really good one of him. Highlander.
Oh yeah.
Highlander.
What's his character's name in the Highlander?
I forgot his name.
That I don't remember.
Highlander was a good one. There was quite a few movies I liked of his though. Yeah, he was in some of the most memorable James Bonds too. Like he was in Doctor No.
For a good long time, I really did have this as one of my favorite ensemble cast movies. I mean, sure, it wasn't really everybody was famous, but it was just a bunch of different people coming together, and it was the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes, I was going to say that.
I know if you read the book, most people said this sucks.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of cool things that happen in that movie, and him being a stoic badass is kind of like one of the dope things. One of my favorite parts was when they were in the submarine.
Yeah,
everything's going to shit, and then you just got him, just the badass. But he's a human being, and he's able to lead this team of misfits and monsters. And it's like, all right, I'm buying it, dude. You got me.
Yeah. He was in Entrapment with with this chick, Catherine Zeta-Jones. That was like the famous one that she did the whole bending in the traps and shit. That's
what?
Cool. You know, that Catherine Zeta-Jones made her got famous because Entrapment, because that was one of the movies that the lasers, and she had to bend and flex and shit like that in the lasers.
I thought she got famous from Zorro.
No, it was that movie first.
You serious?
Oh yeah, you see it, you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Never seen. All right, I need to check that out.
Highlander 2, I think he was more of a starring role in that. He was, what character he played?
Not just me, other stuff you really enjoyed though. Like, you don't have to go through his whole list.
No. Highlander, I liked him in Highlander. I thought he was good in that. His James Bonds, I think he had some of the best James Bond movies. He was on Untouchables, was a really good one as well. I was never a big Indiana Jones fan. I just remember him in the third one. But his 007s, Diamonds Forever, You Only Live Twice, Goldfinger, from Russia with Love, Doctor No. Never Say Never Again. Those are like all his James Bond movies. Those are really good. All his movies were pretty good. I remember just because NES game Hunt for Red October because I just remember seeing the cartridge. That's about it.
Never seen that movie. Never seen that.
And I love his spoofs of Saturday Night Live when they did the Celebrity Jeopardy and they had Sean Connery on it. It's always funny.
Yes, that is also a thing. He became basically a meme.
Yeah.
Who do you remember the guy who played him?
He does Bill Clinton as well. Can't fucking. I always forget who.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like since I watched
SNL.
SNL, so I couldn't tell you. I do remember liking him a lot.
Daryl
Oh,
Hannon.
cool. All right.
Yeah, he's the one that does him.
Yeah, but again, Sean Connery's been in just an innumerable.
Yeah.
Is that really a word? A shit ton of movies.
Yes. Shit ton.
So, he's had a hell of a long career, and I'm pretty sure most people who are fans of just movies in general, you've seen at least one. You know what I'm saying? Young or old, you've probably seen him in something. Because that is also a thing. I believe he retired from movies maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah, he hasn't been in something for a long time.
So, yeah. But he left a huge body of work.
Yep.
And I think it's cool, at least for him to be remembered in a positive way, right?
Yeah.
I know he had a little rough and tumble stuff here or there, some stuff he was doing and saying to some women because he came from that era where you put a hand on him to set him right. So, that's a little bit of that, out of touchness there. But I think he eased up as he became an old ass man.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, so. I'm trying to think, but my favorite one is just the thing about it is I'm kind of sad I don't remember the name of the movie, but my favorite James Bond movie of his is the one with James Earl Jones, which again I hear is a bad movie, but the reason I like it is because of James Earl Jones' character.
Yeah.
Where he just kills him and then he just appears on the train at the end just smiling. I'm just like, what the heck? Because he was a voodoo guy, and that was a thing back in the day.
I'm trying to see which one was it.
And the thing I like about that movie persists in wrestling because Papa Shango had that face paint.
Yeah, he did.
So.
Wow, yeah, he did. I think it was probably Thunderball. I'm just looking to see which one James Earl Jones was in.
Oh, I got you. Also, yeah, he's got to be up there too, James Earl Jones.
Yeah, he's up there in age.
But hasn't he lent his? I know he's still at least been doing voice stuff. I know he's been making like important appearances for things not related to movies. But I know not this year, obviously. But like I know at least James Earl Jones has had his voice in things.
Yeah.
So.
I'm trying to find which one is it. I'm looking at his history. He is another one. He has a shitload of fucking movies. But you said it was a James Bond movie? Sure, okay. Because I don't see a James Bond.
I forgot the character's name was actually famous too. That's the thing.
He was in the Hunt for Red October with him. Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? That level of, oh man, this same person's in another movie with this other person we were just talking about. That's gonna happen a lot when we get to the verdict, because there's a lot of 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon going around with Warcraft and other video game movies we've watched.
James Earl Jones. I'm trying to see if he was in the James Bond. I think I have a feeling it is not James Earl Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong dude. So who the hell was that?
I think the character was named Solo. No, it's not that. Because I wrote if he did you know reshoots James Earl returned? Okay, so they might have search mojo. Where is it?
You don't have to go too deep in it because this is
Yeah.
gonna just go off on a tangent that's not gonna
Anyway,
end.
yeah.
I'll do the digging on my own time and find them there.
Yeah. I was looking at his IMDb and it just didn't have his fucking. Let me just look at IMDb. All right, let's go into Warcraft, and then if I find it during that time, I'll say it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jones. So our verdict for this week. I know you guys look forward to it.
That is Warcraft from 2016.
Yes.
This came out June 10th in the US of A. It is 2 hours and 3 minutes.
Yes.
And it's PG-13. So
I think I
earned it.
saw
They
this with
earned
Jinkies.
okay. All right.
There's a chance I did see it with Jinkies.
I did not see this when it came out originally. Not because I disliked it, just because I'm not that much of a fan of Warcraft. I just never got into it.
I just thought like visually it looked stunning. Like it has a stunning look to it. It was a pretty movie. Like it I felt like it was slightly too long, but I thought the movie itself it was a visually stunning movie.
Yeah. Like their visual effects were on point, the CG and like it just but then again, I guess by the time it's 2016. So and they got money. They got Blizzard money and they have Blizzard Studios, which are like some of the best CG on the planet. So
yeah.
If it didn't look good, you have to be mad at them.
That is true. Like they even their cutscenes are freaking amazing, looking in their games and everything like that. So you expected like that kind of visual style when it comes to it.
Exactly.
I did like how they did the orcs. I thought they had the size and everything. The storyline was interesting, but it kind of just took too long to get anywhere with it. Like it kept going back to the banter of humans versus orcs and shit, and kept going to the banter of back and forth. And I was like, okay, we get it. Yeah, I don't like each other, but other than that, like the special, I think what sells me on this movie a lot is more the effects and just how it was filmed and how it was done.
Yeah. It's not a bad movie, but it just didn't grab me. Like I didn't feel any one way or the other. The main characters lived or died. I just was like, all right, y'all go ahead and y'all do your damn thing.
Yeah.
It is cool to see that it just wasn't like a slaughter because I don't know how they do it in that world. I like that the humans had more than a fighting chance.
Yeah.
You know, whatever level of skill they had the one real cool thing I like that was illustrated in this movie was how like intertwined magic is with everything.
Yeah.
And so them seeing the Guardian show up and what was going on with I think the spell type was called the Fel or the energy type or whatever, that green shit that was coming out of the bad guys. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, no, you know how it is in the real world. If somebody saw some stuff like that going down, it would just be like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We did. So, you know, it was cool to see that this world is a world that magic is a real thing. It exists. It's a part of just the kingdom and it. I guess that just the world at large and the way they used it for different things. The way that the griffins were just there, just like, hey, they got griffins, y'all.
Yeah.
Like mouse and whatnot. They can just fly from one location to another because I know that was a thing in the game. How the orcs had those big ass wolves that they were riding on, which is cool. Like there's a lot of cool things that I know are staples of the game, but as cool as they were, they just didn't hit me in a way where it just made me want to really see more or make this movie like a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
I can praise it for what it was, but it's a one and done for me. So it can't be like a favorite of mine, like on that level.
Yo, that was Ben Foster. I was like, yo, he looks a lot like Ben Foster. And then I was looked at the guy, and now I'm looking. It is Ben Foster. He was the wizard. Medved.
Yeah,
Medved.
he's
Medved.
the Guardian. So
Yeah. Then we had Dominic Cooper returning to our rankings because he was in also Need for Speed.
yes.
He was also in Captain America, so we actually did Avenger movies too, and he was in there as well.
So we have that connection.
Yeah.
Then we also have the main orc, I believe, was Duratan, and he was played by a character that we ended up seeing watching Prince of Persia, and he was one of the elder brothers, the one that got betrayed at the end of the movie.
Ah, okay.
And so again, he ended up coming back into this movie, somebody from a previous movie we watched, and ended up being a main character. So
Yeah.
there's that. The Clancy Brown was one that I pointed out because it was just a cool little thing from being a fan of just cartoons in general.
Yep. Mr.
And
Krabs
that's the
himself.
voice of Lex Luthor from the original, I don't want to say the original, but from the 90s Superman cartoon.
Yeah, Justice League as well, and also no, he wasn't he wasn't in Justice League. He was the Superman, and he was Mr. Krabs.
Oh yeah, that's one of the funny things that isn't. I forgot, but I'm pretty sure by now it's well known. But yeah,
He's
that's
Mr.
also hilarious.
Krabs. What else he's in?
And there's another bad link we have as well with some people in this movie, and I'm looking and I'm realizing I didn't know that he's the main voice of the male protagonist in Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh wow.
That's bad.
Yeah, we don't want to know him then.
He's also in Detroit Become Human. Okay. He's the main he's the cop that helps you.
Yeah.
The human cop that helps you in Detroit Become Human. So yeah, he's still been getting around. And his damn thing for not only voices but actual acting.
Yeah,
like,
he has a vast like history of shit that he has talked.
Mm-hmm.
Going all the way to his oldest was Batman. Well, not even. There's more that's older than this. But yeah, Lex Luthor. Oh, he was in Gargoyles. He was Bully.
I don't remember who that is.
I don't know either. He was Wolf in Gargoyles.
Wolf?
Yeah.
He was a dog?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right.
He did Lex Luthor in the Superman animated series, and also in Justice League as well. I got him confused. I thought he didn't talk him, and I was like, "Yo!" I thought it was the dude that talked. But then I remembered the dude that talked Flash was Lex Luthor in Smallville. So that was the little connection there.
Scott Simon, not happy.
He did voice. He was Razar in fucking the 2012 Ninja Turtles TV series.
So did that character talk? I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
He had like a little grassy voice and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know they talk.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to point out another member of the cast named Robert Kaczynski, who played the character Ogrim, who was like the second in command to the main protagonist orc.
Yeah.
He also shares that detrimental link of also being a voice in Mass Effect Andromeda. Damn it,
man. So this movie was doomed from the start.
It was cursed.
That movie was terrible. That game was terrible. Have you actually tried to finish it?
No, I refuse. I don't want to touch it. I don't own that. I'm not buying that.
That game is terrible. I tried my best. I made it like maybe 50%, and I just couldn't keep going.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I'm done.
I don't blame you, Mark. I don't blame you.
Yeah, Mass Effect Astronomer was dumb. It was dumb.
Yeah. Tarnished name.
Yeah.
Damn it. They did. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
But that said, this movie, I'd give it a solid 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably deserves a 3.5, but for me, just how I felt about it was just like, it was good, but hey man, I'll see you. I'm not gonna see you again.
Yeah. It was
So,
alright. I enjoyed it for what it was. The visuals were actually, I think that was my high point of it. The visuals of the movie was beautiful. It was a beautiful movie. Other than that, like, yeah, it's typical. Like if you watched any like Dragon Age kind of shit, or like anything like knights and medieval with dragons and things like that, it kind of has like a lot of the same plot points and whatnot. So, but other than that, it was alright. It was just visually stunning. So, it kind of I got that for it. The lead actor I like too. He's known for Vikings. He's the main lead in Vikings.
oh, there's a show called Vikings.
Yeah,
Okay,
Edge is in it.
as in currently now he's in it.
On this day.
No, I
Yeah,
mean as in, like
yeah,
he's
he's still a cast member on it.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, he's been on the show for at least 3 or 4 years. I'm
I
not too
didn't
sure.
even know that was a thing. Wow.
hmm yeah, Edge is on there. Um, yeah, it was good. I'll give it a 3 too. It's gonna get a mediocre score, because again, I wish the plot itself was more interesting. I felt kind of bored, and I felt that was too long. I felt like it ran quite some time, and they ran a longer time, but it also kind of repeated its problems, like, oh, we don't like them, and then it kept going on with that. And I think that just took forever to go through. Other than that, the movie was a decent watch it once, and that's all you need.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So our top 10 has not changed.
No.
So mine's is Mortal Kombat, Super Mario, Dead or Alive, Double Dragon, Street Fighter, Prince of Persia, Need for Speed, Postal, Resident Evil Retribution, Resident Evil Apocalypse. Yours is Mortal Kombat, DOA, Super Mario Brothers, Double Dragon, Street Fighter, Prince of Persia, Need for Speed, Postal, Tomb Raider, and Resident Evil Apocalypse. Or
Mm-hmm.
Afterlife. I think that's Afterlife.
Oh, Afterlife. Okay.
Yeah, so that's your top 10. That's my top 10. The ranking of Warcraft, it made your 14. It made my number 13.
Yes.
Little by little, I'm trying to get rid of Tomb Raider. That's what I noticed. Like, I keep putting things over Tomb Raider.
Well, then that means you're also putting things. What? Where's the
Extinction.
last Resident Evil movie we watched?
Extinction is right underneath Tomb Raider.
No, no. I meant to say not a. What's the one you said? Afterlife.
Afterlife is 11.
Okay, got you. So it's already.
Retribution I liked more than Afterlife.
Okay, got you.
I like that Retribution. Next movie on our verdict is Assassin's Creed.
That's not good. Nope.
And then it'll be the ending of Resident Evil. Final chapter.
And that's the final chapter. All right.
About time.
Only to open one more with Monster Hunter in the future. Damn it.
Instead of zombies, it went to monsters.
We thought we were done with you, lady.
Oh man, she keeps coming back with Capcom, man. Amelia Jokovic versus Capcom. I'm telling you. So yeah, our next roundup movies is a roundup for November, pretty much, because we're starting November this week. Will be Resident Evil Final, Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil Final Chapter, Tomb Raider the reboot, and Rampage. That'll be wrapping up November, and then December we have Dead Trigger, Detective Pikachu, Sonic the Hedgehog, and to be announced Monster Hunter when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So we are almost done with this list of video game movies. Hit us up and see what other verdicts you would like to hear. We actually talked about doing a all comic book one. We just talked about doing a 007 one. Have any suggestions? Let us know.
I said RoboCop, man.
RoboCop. Yeah, we could do RoboCop. That'll be a small one. Could be like one cast of RoboCop.
No, but we have to watch all three. That's the thing.
Yeah, we could watch all three.
Gotta
We're
watch
only
all
going to be talking about the first one.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I like the second one a lot.
I like
though.
the second one too, but I think the first one is just itself. Like
Yeah,
it's. Oh, we
a-
could watch the reboot too.
yeah, I like that one too.
Oh, we
That's
could.
like-
You know what? All right. So after we're done video game movies, I think we'll do all RoboCop,
Yes, that makes sense.
because the TV series is even maybe like 8 episodes long.
Oh, really? It's not that long?
No,
Man, I felt like that went on forever as a kid. I'm just gonna say
they just showed you the same episodes.
you're not wrong.
Oh, we could probably watch some of the cartoon too.
I was about to say I don't think that was on for long either.
That cartoon was the doo doo.
Yeah, it wasn't great,
It
dude. It
wasn't
was just to
good.
sell toys. That was to sell toys.
I'll talk. You know what? I'll actually talk to Jinkies about this too. So that'll be something he probably want to join on for RoboCop.
Okay.
So RoboCop would be next after the video game stuff. We're
Yes,
almost
sir.
done. We're almost done. But Assassin's Creed is a bridge that we had to go through. That we need to burn it down. Burn it down.
Don't burn stuff down, man. You'll end up the Monday Night Messiah. I mean, the Friday Night Messiah. Don't do that.
Burn
He
it.
inhaled all the smoke, so
Yeah. So. Last but not least, we actually talked about doing Yakuza 0. So are we actually gonna do this?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
have it ready.
All right. So we'll start this week, and we'll have like a little talk about it next week.
Okay.
And take your time. It's not something to rush. We're gonna just play through. I'm actually gonna do it by like things. So 1 week I'm just gonna do some story stuff. The next week I'm just gonna do like all the kart racers and shit like that.
Okay.
So
All
we'll
right.
see. All right. So anything else we gotta add?
No, that's about it. We can
All right.
wrap it up.
Oh, Mandalorian season 2 started. First episode was amazing. Watch it.
Oh, what? Okay, cool. How was Sasha in that? Did she do anything?
Oh, she's not in it yet.
Damn it.
Not yet.
That's the only thing I'm gonna ask.
It's a good story. It's a really good story. Your buddy from Hitman, Timothy Oliver's.
But that's cool. As what?
He's like a sheriff, but he found like Boba Fett's like armor gear and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's wearing like Boba Fett's armor gear, and there's a lot of story into that. I don't want to spoil it because it just aired on Friday, so I kind of spoiled a little bit of it already. But there's a lot of shit going on, and it looks extremely interesting. If you have not watched Mandalorian, I suggest everyone watch it. It's not that long of a series. Each episode's maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes long. They're not long. They go straight to the point, and they're fun. If you never watched Star Wars, watch Mandalorian because you do not have to know the entire universe of Star Wars to watch it. You just know Yoda, you know what a Yoda is, you know what Baby Yoda is. That's about it. You don't need to know what a Jedi is. You don't need to know the dark side or light side or anything like that. It doesn't deal with any of that. It deals with the underground of Star Wars. It deals with the real people of Star Wars. It deals with honestly, I'll say it's like a Western / space show.
Okay.
And Mando's pretty badass, and Baby Yoda's goddamn cute.
Got you. All right. Cool.
I'll say if you have Disney Plus, watch it. Again, it's not that long. Jackie binge watched it in a day.
Oh, all right.
Because it's the first season is only 8 episodes,
Okay.
and they
Okay.
vary from 35 minutes to 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And straight through, like they're fast. They get straight to the point. They're good stories, and again, you get good laughs out of it. You'll get good action scenes out of it. There's some really cool stuff in that universe that they made, and season 2 started. I think season 2's first episode is the longest episode so far.
Nice. Okay.
And that was like 54 minutes,
Good stuff.
but it was all well worth it. So definitely check out Mandalorian. Yes, I'm still trying to finish my challenge for the Gamer Rage. We will be recording that next Saturday with the next Not a Trekkie and probably a Morphin Cast. We're not sure yet. We're trying to get through it.
Mhm.
We are doing Time Ranger, Super Sentai
Okay,
Time
cool.
Ranger. So a lot of stuff coming. We have a lot of things going. So follow everything. And
Oh, wait. I just wanted to make a correction because I found it. I know the character's name, and it's not James Earl Jones.
no, it's not.
It's a character named Baron Samedi.
And it's a different movie too. It's
He was played by an actor, Jeffrey Holder. So credit where credit's due. But yeah, he is basically the inspiration for Papa Shango.
Yeah.
You can see the face paint.
and it's also not Sean Connery Bond. It's Roger Moore Bond. It was Live and Let Die.
Yeah, it was Roger Moore. Gotcha.
Rushmore wasn't bad either, though. He was a pretty good Bond. He has some good movies.
Yeah.
That might be something we may have to go. The Bond movies, we probably do those because it's like it's like a big cast of different people too.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
We'll see where we do. Anyway, want to wrap this up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. Make sure you catch us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone 8. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. Make sure you catch us on Spotify, on YouTube, and SoundCloud, where you can catch this and the Wrestling Babble podcast, as well as all of our other podcasts. Make sure you check out the WordPress, also Red Cyclone 8.
Yep.
We're putting out different blogs, including right now video game screenshots. So check those out. And the Facebook group, Red Cyclone 8. Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch TV, and SoundCloud. All Mark with the Mic. Follow our Spotify Red Cyclone page. Give us follows, give us likes or whatever you do. Keep it going, because we are doing really good with the Spotify right now. So keep that up. Follow all the casts that you could get on that same page of the Spotify. You can also say SoundCloud, Not a Trekkie, Shell Shock. I'll have new episodes, the Morphin Cast, the Gamer Rage podcast, and our regular Gets Better Swear podcast and Roasting Babble podcast. Definitely check everything out. There's something for everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, make sure you always remember, follow the Jinkies
with them sandwiches.
He's hungry, but he can't eat.
Yeah, I'm making him wear a mask. He can't eat freely like he usually does.
Watch him smear it all over his face.
Yep.
Mayonnaise on his face. That's terrible.
And peace out later. Then again, shout outs to Me with Opinion. Happy birthday. Later.
Yep.